Where am I going? Where the hell am I going? I want to get out. Oh.
You want to know who Trump hates more than Adam Schiff or Nancy Pelosi or the failing New York Times? Comedians. And why? Because more than anything, he hates to be laughed at.
39%. That is the worst polling number since polling began. I gotta believe that's hard to hear. Babe, when I said that that was the worst sex ever, I only meant since sex began. We don't know about before.
Shrinks will tell you that laughter is a window to the truth, and it's sharper and more precise than any angry edict. When people get mad at you, you can fight back with angry missives and sometimes violence. But when people laugh at you, your weaknesses and vulnerability are exposed.
President Trump flew to Rome to pay his respects and also to see if he could get a deal on the Pope Mobile to drive around his golf course. For whatever reason, even though the Vatican dress code specifically recommended a dark suit for the service, Trump showed up in his bluest blue suit, something from the Cedric the Entertainer funeral collection. You know, Fox News, you may remember, had a collective aneurysm when President Obama wore a tan suit to a press briefing. Man, oh man, if Obama wore in a blue suit to the Pope's funeral, Sean Hannity's head would explode inside Trump's ass. The fact that he was the only person not wearing a dark suit did not go unnoticed. So the White House press secretary pushed back. She said the president looked great and presidential alongside our stunning first lady, who was, as usual, dressed perfectly for the occasion. And she's right about Melania. I don't know about stunning, but she definitely looks stunned. Show them together, because this is the happiest I've ever seen these two together. It's like they're on their second honeymoon or something. And then the president either went deep in prayer or deep asleep. I don't know. Meanwhile, our former president, Joe Biden, was there, too, and he was chatting people up like he was a greeter at Walmart. He was all over everything. Trump and Biden did not cross paths at the funeral. Trump did not give Biden a ride on Air Force One, as is tradition. When presidents attend the same event, they often travel together, not these two. Biden was like, you know what, I'll get on a Spirit Airlines over there.
Now, the only way to deflect humorous jabs aimed your way is to self-deprecate. Chris Farley, John Belushi, John Candy, they all acknowledged their weight and made fun of themselves, deflating any fat jokes you could make even if you wanted to. But no one wants to because they've already mocked their own limitations. But Trump, he's never done that, as in never.
Nobody can do it like me. Nobody.
That's all he knows. He's so f***ed up he has to keep saying things about himself.
Nobody knows the game better than I do.
Which is a lie, obvious to everyone except his cabbage head base and people looking to suck on his power teat.
I think he's a kook. I think he's uninformed.
Here's why I'm with Trump.
Well, don't you love me?
Here's Trump trying to be funny.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Now, when you're fat and you mock another using that language, you invite comedians to go after you. And boy, do they.
I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him. It's true. I do like it.
So low, so sweet. And then the ants bite, folks. They bite. You don't know when. You don't know when.
But my favorite thing about Trump is when he pretends to know something that he obviously doesn't. Remember when he spoke about groceries?
It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word.
Everybody's laughing at America.
Eating the dogs.
How can you not laugh at that? And when he said this.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. The worst president in the history of our country who is cognitively impaired. The failing New York Times by an anonymous, gutless coward. They sacrifice every day for the furniture and future of their children.
Tim Apple.
Mike Pounds. I know words. I have the best words. Yosemite, Nambia.
Thailand.
Okay, everybody. God bless the United States.
People are still laughing at that, or when he pretends to know science or math.
Trump always looks like he just bumped into an ex-girlfriend. He's so defensive. He's like, me, I'm doing so well, you wouldn't believe it. Me? I have so many friends. More friends than probably anybody. I have more friends I'm cycling now. I'm doing Peloton. We're doing Peloton. Him learning new information is adorable because he could be learning anything, like the simplest thing, and he's so genuinely curious, but he doesn't get it. Like he could be learning about fractions, and he's like, "That's incredible. So you're saying the numerator is always on the top?" And they never put it on the bottom. They don't do that. Why? They don't do that. They don't put it on the bottom.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection?
While laughing at him makes Tiny Fingers seethe, his malignant narcissism and sociopathy protects him in a way.
And nobody even understands it but me.
But you see, that only works if someone other than you says it. When you say it about yourself, the only people who agree with you are the uneducated cult members.
I love the poorly educated.
And these people are funny in their own sad way.
You know what? So what if he wants to grab pussy? I want to grab pussy.
Wait a minute. Why are you forcing your lifestyle over on me?
Who's forcing you to be gay?
Joe Biden and his crew.
Joe Biden's forcing you to be gay?
No, not forcing me. Make sure you get that right. I ain't gay and ain't got nothing to do with it, okay?
Recently, Trump did this, which is funny and frightening at the same time. He had MS-13 photoshopped onto the knuckles in a photo of this man who was deported but has never been proven to be an MS-13 member. And when confronted, Tiny Fingers was aghast that someone would confront him. But look at the Photoshop. It's so bad, it's funny.
Murderers, criminals in this country, we have to get them out, and we're doing it. By law. And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute
over that. Wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was photoshopped. So let me
That was photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry, but you're not being very nice.
Trump's limited intellectual abilities contrasted with the way he presents himself is a classic definition of a joke.
I'm a very stable genius.
Trump has been the butt of jokes for years, and the worst for him was probably this moment.
No one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac?
Obama didn't hide his utter disdain for the reality TV star.
Obviously, we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently, in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
Now, Obama self-deprecates while mocking Trump, and the crowd loves it. And that kills Trump because he's incapable. It's his sickness. And you know, I'm not sure what bothers Trump more, people laughing at him or disrespecting him.
Well, Canada's been very abusive of the United States for many years.
In his first year, Trump's approval rating dipped as low as 33%. This is supposed to be his honeymoon phase. 33%. Syphilis polls higher.
Dear President Trump, listen very carefully. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's an integrated part of our country. It is not for sale. Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump, fuck off.
Probably the hardest thing for us is not to get angry and swing at somebody. I mean, Trump is truly evil, but remember, when you laugh at him, you accomplish two things. One, you make him crazier, and two, it feels really good.
No, get those lights off!
It's not fair.
Terrorizing our communities?
Goddamn right. Are your leaders incompetent, unqualified people compromising national security?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Eating the dogs. They had what?
Bloated and fat and disgusting.
I like that.
We're a nation that speaks English.
Back and look at something like this. That thing's stark ugly.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.